police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Access denied? Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good? Raider Nation. Yes, sir. Man, I'm so excited for being in here with each and every one of you guys on today. Look, we got people in the chat coming in, flowing in. Got to see, what's going on with y'all. Salute to everybody out there. Again, hey, look, I need you to be a part of this wonderful congregation. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they call themselves. They call themselves the congregation. So definitely, if you want to be a part of the congregation, hey, I need you to be a part of that 500. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get a part of that 500. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, okay? Hit that subscribe button, be a part of the 500, and join the congregation. And that's how you join the congregation, is definitely being a subscriber. Okay? Y'all got that? All right, for sure. And y'all know what I'm about to do. I need y'all to hit that like button.
Fucking Stizan. Twuan, hit that like button. Why? Because I like you.
And yes, I do. All right, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Definitely when you're in the chat, show some love. You know what I'm saying? Show some support. That's what we're here for. I'm also here to give you that Raider gospel. And of course, y'all know I got to come with the handy dandy notebook. All right. You know what I'm saying? I got to come with the facts. Got to write it down so I can make sure I give it to each and every one of you. Okay? So definitely do that. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, definitely not least, shout out to the deacons out there in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my deacons. And as I go along, I'll be shouting out the deacons when I do the my roll call. But definitely I'm gonna shout out the deacons. Remember, I thank you, deacons, for being here. Please share this out. And then everybody in the congregation, y'all know what I'm about to say. Go ahead and share this out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and share it to, your uncle, you know what I'm saying? Your cousin, you know what I'm saying? Your baby mama. Yeah, her too. You may not like her, but her too. All right. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your auntie. You know what I'm saying? I'm safe enough. And I'll tell you this, I'm safe enough where you can, let your mom come in and listen too. You know what I'm saying? Share it to Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, you know what I'm saying? MySpace, Moco Space. And make sure Raider Twuan and the congregation is in the place. All right? Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot to the channel. Go ahead and support the channel. And those are things that are free to do. Thank you. All right. Matter of fact, I see some people typing in the chat. Let me go ahead and see who's up in the building early. We got the early birds. Hey, Rob Pena is a value deacon over here at the Raider Twuan and the congregation. Gotta give him a brown cracker salute. Oh, and he brought the popcorn. I ain't got popcorn today. It ain't that type of live. Y'all know when I bring the popcorn out, you know what it is. January Sport is in the building. Good to see you, my guy. These are the early birds. My 2 cents. Bringing his 2 cents to the congregation. All right. Nightbot is in the building. Y'all know Nightbot is a consistent over here. All right. And El Capitan Rafucho is in the building. Good to see you. All right. Thomas Brady. Wait, let me get his full name. Thomas Patrick Brady. All right. I gotta dig a little bit. Thomas Patrick Brady. Tom Brady. All right. Tom Brady has been playing in the football, world for some time now. He is now affectionately as the, people call him the GOAT. Hey, not bueno. Am I yelling? I'm just playing. You can put it in the chat, but let me know if I'm yelling at y'all. Let me know if I'm yelling at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I get excited. I get excited every time I get on this live and see you guys coming in. You know what I'm saying? Getting active with me and the congregation. Okay, I can't help it. I can't help it. All right. Pray for me. Anyway, yeah. Tom Brady is a former franchise quarterback. Played for the Patriots, played for Tampa Bay. Considered the GOAT. And he is now hung up his cleats. Okay? He's hung up his cleats. And dabbled in some ownership. Now, he's not a majority owner, but he's a minority owner. And ironically, he becomes a minority owner with a franchise that no matter what anybody else says, it is this franchise that fueled his dynasties. Okay? The horrible game that everybody in Raider Nation does not like to talk about without having a little pain in them is the Tuck rule. And it was that game where Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. Well, not that game, but it was the game that was leading to that. You know what I'm saying? Leading to the Super Bowl where he won the Super Bowl. Then after that. Right? And that's why, the Patriots are considered in that era a dynasty. But it all started when Tom Brady played, at that time, the Oakland Raiders. But now Tom Brady has got access to a little more money. You know what I'm saying? After his retirement. And now he is investing and has minority ownership of the Las Vegas Raiders, along with Richard Seymour, who is a Raider, or who was, you know what I'm saying? However you want to say it. He is a Raider, because we know once a Raider, always a Raider, or was a Raider. However you want to phrase it, that's perfectly fine with me. But Richard Seymour, won and wore the silver and black. Okay? So they're in minority ownership, you know, and normally with minority ownership, there's you're limited in the power that you have and the say-so that you have. Most of the time with minority owners, they just, you know, they invest and they just, hey, you know, make sure the money's rolling in. You know, almost like stock, right? You know, you pay for stock and you watch your stock just to make sure money's coming in, big or small, right? That's most minority owners. Okay. And, you know, they don't have much of shot calling either. But the Las Vegas Raiders with Mark Davis has allowed Tom Brady, okay, he's given him some access. Okay. Mark Davis with the historic franchise has given him access. And along with that access in a minority stake, let's be honest. For those that have actually been following what's been going on, Tom Brady has made some, even with minority ownership, Tom Brady has made some majority moves. And if you're not aware of those, keep watching, because I'm gonna let you know. He has access to and say so. When I say access, I'm also, you know, I'm also saying the say so. He has a say so on football decisions. Okay? Along with those football decisions, he has also been brought in to keep an eye out on the quarterback specifically. Okay? A minority owner having that much access over football decision and primarily quarterback play. So in 2025, which is his first season, right? This is his first, you know what I'm saying, first swing at it as a minority owner, and having that much access. Let's see what he does. let's look at Tom Brady at work. And actually, before I do that, let me do this real quick. Let me shout out a few people before we get into Tom Brady at work. Let me see who's in the building. I see you guys in there. Hey, I'm not bueno. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Who else is in the building? Oh, okay. Yeah, he in the building. Yeah. Wait. Did it pop up?
Oh, man. Are you trying to imply that I hit it? Oh, no, I see what you're
Marcus, darling.
Hey, how you doing, Lady Eloise?
I don't have any panties on.
Lady Eloise, please.
Shout out Marcus in the building. Yes, sir. Hey, go ahead and get in the comment section. Get active, get moving and grooving. Appreciate you guys coming in. 2 cents is definitely here, giving his 2 cents. But let's talk about Tom Brady at work. Okay. Tom Brady at work. AKA the Brady effect. All right. Hey, here we go. Starts off. Well, at least this is what I've been seeing. Okay. He gets Ben Johnson for an interview. And this is something that we had to keep digging and keep looking at and trying to figure out. But Ben Johnson in the offseason was one of the highest, acquired up and coming head coaches. Offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions. We saw the success of their offense under Ben Johnson. And Tom Brady snags him for an interview. And the report the report came out. And the reason why I consider this the Brady effect, the report came out that Ben Johnson wasn't even interested in the Raiders. But because Tom Brady called, he decided to take the interview. Okay? The Brady effect. Bringing in coaches that didn't have their eye on the Raiders, but because he called, they're coming in. Next one. Pulling Pete Carroll out of retirement to be our head coach. I was listening to the Get Got podcast with Marshawn Lynch. And one thing that Pete Carroll said that lured him was because of Tom Brady. The Brady effect. Third, the young up-and-coming now GM of John Spytek. In the GM search, again, this is similar to Ben Johnson. In the GM search, not the head coach search, but the GM search, Spytek was one of those names that was like, hey, he's about to be the next, he's about to be the next GM if there's a position open. And even he said that his effect, the Brady effect, led him to the Las Vegas Raiders. Another one. And you guys, this is Brady again. This is Brady at work. This is Brady at work. He's the one responsible for the lead and the pursuit of Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford, no matter how you cut it or slice it, is in the conversation of top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. Okay? No matter how you cut it, no matter how you slice it, Matthew Stafford is in that conversation of top 5 quarterbacks. Moving on. The approval of trading for Geno Smith to be our starting quarterback. Saying it's okay. Hey, give up that third. Let's get Geno over here. Not saying that he was the sole reason why Geno's here. But he was also consulted on the decision that was going to be made. He was also connected to the approval and the acquisition of our late round quarterback, Cameron Miller, or Cam Miller, however you want to call it. Okay. So they especially in this quarterback situation, he was very vocal, having his input. May not always be in the building. And honestly, there hasn't been many reports that Tom Brady has been in the facility. But however they're communicating, phone, email, whatever, Tom Brady is being active. Even more active as a minority owner. And you know how I talk about, and those that have been with me for a while, y'all know I've been talking about how there's a certain time of the year where people are just pumping out stuff. Free agency is one of those periods where they're linking everybody to somebody, and they're saying, "Oh, this person's going to be here, this person's going to go there," and those are just, shooting darts in the dark. But with all the reports that Sam Darnold was an option, Sam Darnold was not an option. Yeah. Sam Darnold that had a great season with the Minnesota Vikings the previous year he was not an option. It was Tom Brady that said access denied. Yeah. The GOAT, some would say. The GOAT said access denied to Tom Brady. I mean, to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold got the access denied by Tom Brady. Okay? That's what it is, y'all. Access denied by Tom Brady. But hey, y'all know me. Before I get into it, I got a little, something to show y'all as to why possibly that Tom Brady said access denied to Sam Darnold. And this is why I think also. But let me say something say something to everybody in the chat. I see you guys in here. Goat James is in the building. Yes, sir. Good to see you, my guy. D Menace, my deacon, is in the building. Putting in that work. Appreciate you. All right. And the question that we got to ask ourselves, was Brady right? Was Brady right for access denying Sam Darnold? I think in order to do that, you got to look and make the comparison, right? Of what we denied versus what we actually brought in. And it's right there. Sam Darnold, his contract was a 3-year, $100.5 million to go from the Minnesota Vikings to the Seahawks. Whereas Geno Smith has a 2-year contract, $75 million, to be with the Las Vegas Raiders. That's the money, y'all. We got to talk about the money. These are the QB contracts. Okay? Say it again. 3 years, $100.5 million versus 2-year, $75 million. Let me know your Raider gospel on the contract by itself. But ultimately was Tom Brady right on that? Was he right on that decision? Was Tom Brady right on that decision and ultimately decisions that he's made. Right? I'll see you guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys in there. My answer would be yes. Was Tom Brady right? Yes. Absolutely. You're telling me ultimately the greatest quarterback in the in the NFL is in our house, and we're not going to consult him on who our next franchise quarterback should be, whether it's a rental or a long-term quarterback for us? Remember, Pete Carroll wants to win now. That's one. The other point is he's doing his job. And how is he doing his job? I said it earlier. Mark Davis has given, now he's not just the minority owner. He's given access to, hey, I know you're the minority dude, but I need you to come over here and let me know what's going on with this football stuff. If you see something bad, let me know. So I as the majority owner, can make sure we get it right. If there's something going wrong with football, if we ain't got the right people in the building, if we ain't got the right players in the building, if we ain't got the right coaches in the building, even if we ain't got the right cooks in the building, let me know. Because I need to know. Remember, this is Mark Davis, and we know Mark Davis, I'm not going to say he doesn't know any football, but we know that's not his strong suit. And let me just say this now. Mark Davis is doing a great job with the money. Fabulous job with the money. But football, he kind of needs some help. And this is where Tom Brady comes in. So he's having access to the football decisions, having approval of, hey, this is good. I think this is I like the direction. Okay. Not having the final say, but having input. And ultimately, guys, we got to think about this. Because he's a minority owner, he has money on the line. Remember I talked about earlier, when you buy stock, you invest your money, but then you want a return. And he's going to want a return off of what he has invested. Simple as that. So if he can say, hey, I need, I think this is what's going to benefit the team. This also benefits his pocket. Every butt that's filled in those seats, Tom Brady getting a little bit of it. And every popcorn, every $20 beer. I don't know how it is. I don't know how much it is now because I haven't been drinking like that. Especially at Allegiant. Anyway. But however, how much the beer is, okay? Somebody in the chat, let me know how much the beers are in the Legion, okay? Tom Brady's getting some of that. And ultimately, we've been talking about how the opposing team has been coming in over the Raiders fans and Raider Nation. And a lot of people have said up and down, only if we had winning games, you know, maybe some of our Raider Nation wouldn't sell their tickets. Only if we win, then maybe they wouldn't sell their tickets. Right? I know you've heard that. So with that being said, Tom Brady is looking at, hey, what can I do to make sure we're winning, making sure there's butts in the seats, making sure the popcorn is popping, make sure the hot dogs is hot, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the nachos is not yo's, you know what I'm saying, but whoever's bottom, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the soda got enough carbonation, you know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know what I'm saying, the beers is tasting like beer and not apple juice. Okay? He's looking at all of that. And ultimately, that rolls back into his pocket. Here's another point. And this goes back to this. This goes back to the contracts, yo. The shorter commitment is better for the Raiders, whose goal is to draft a franchise quarterback. So committing to a 3-year contract would prolong us from getting that franchise rookie quarterback. So the commitment alone, okay, is a reason why Geno Smith is in the building. And not the only reason. And I'll break that down even more for you guys. But just the longevity of the contract. Okay? Let me pull this off because I need you guys to see this face. There we go. Also remember that Tom Brady has said that he values rookies under a vet. Why? Because Brady was in that same role. Brady has seen the benefits of drafting a quarterback, not having to throw him out into the fire. And like I say all the time, sink or swim doesn't work with everything. And I think sink or swim does not work with the quarterback position. The most effective quarterbacks in the NFL all have sat behind a vet. You want me to run the list? I'll just give you a few. Tom Brady, argumentatively the GOAT of quarterbacks in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes, the guy that is chasing the GOAT in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers, sat. Okay? We can keep going down the list of all the good quarterbacks that have sat behind a vet, waited their turn, got all the information they needed on how to play in the NFL, and now are their franchise guys. So Tom Brady knows what that is. Okay? Because he's experienced it. And not only that, when you have a quarterback under a rookie contract, that also, here goes my word, y'all. Cheap labor. You're saving money because you're not spending a whole lot of money. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this Geno contract, to have him in as a rental, it's not a lot of money for a starting quarterback of his caliber. Okay? And can I and let me say this with the graphic up here. If you had, and in that same sentiment, if you had a rookie contract quarterback, who would you rather have? That rookie quarterback that you think is going to be the guy for 10 years and forward, right? Because that's your hope when you draft a starting quarterback in the draft, right? Who do you pick to have that quarterback sit under? Would you rather have him sit under Sam Darnold? Put a 1 in the chat. Or would you rather have him sit under Geno Smith? Put a 2 in the chat. 1 for Sam Darnold, 2 for Geno Smith. Let me know. Say we just, I'll just say we got sellers. Because I like sellers. Say we got sellers. What vet would you like for him to sit under to teach him the ropes of how to play in the NFL? Sam Darnold, 1, or Geno Smith, 2. Get that going in the chat. Let me see what y'all got. Get that going in the chat. Give me some 1s and 2s. 1, Sam Darnold. Y'all need to look at their faces. Sam Darnold or Geno Smith. Sam Darnold, number 1. Geno Smith, 2. I'm going to tell you right now, I'd rather have him sit under Geno Smith. Somebody that has played the backup role and served the backup role well. Has been a starter. Lost his job. Humbled himself. Got himself together. Became a starting caliber quarterback. I would pick Geno Smith. My answer would be 2. I believe Geno's the better vet. And can I go further than that? I think Geno Smith is the better quarterback. Yeah, I said it. Geno Smith is better than Sam Darnold. You know why? And I truly believe This is why Tom Brady gave Sam Darnold that access denied. Sam Darnold is literally what we call flash in the pan. Why? Because when you look at his career, what year did Sam Darnold have a good season? Wasn't just recently. Last year. Where he had JJ, Justin Jefferson, Addison on the outsides. And one of my, under the surface guy tight ends that I actually like in TJ Hawkinson. Okay. Had options, people to throw to, and had a good offensive minded head coach. So here we are trying to decide what, we as the Raiders, here we are looking at what quarterback do we want in the market? Do we want the flash in the pan? Or do we want some stability and longevity? And even with, and I'll say this, and that's why I believe Geno's a better quarterback. Even with Sam Darnold having the flash in the pan season, Geno was still the better quarterback. With a struggling offensive line, he was still getting it done. I don't see Sam Darnold being talked about and being argumentatively, because I say argumentatively because I don't pin anybody, you know what I'm saying, in these places. But we don't see Sam Darnold being pinned as a top 10 quarterback. But we see Geno. So for all those factors, those are the things that I believe came into the decision of Tom Brady. I'm not going to go after the flash in the pan. I'm not going to commit to a long-term contract because ultimately we're trying to get our franchise quarterback in the draft. Okay? And Geno's better. Geno is better. Better in teaching the rookie on how to be a pro in the NFL, which I think is very key, especially for, argumentatively the most important position in the in football, the quarterback position. But ultimately, his play on the field. So, was Brady right? Absolutely yes. Let me know down in the comment section your Raider gospel on this situation. I really want to hear from you how you feel about Tom Brady having all this power, having all this say so, and even further, do you feel like he made the right decision on access denying Sam Darnold and going with Geno Smith? I'm going to get into the comment section. I'm going to look at your guys' Raider gospel. I know some people have got in here and, you know what I'm saying? And I want to show you guys some love. Appreciate you guys coming in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you guys, again, it means a whole lot if you go ahead and subscribe. It's completely free to do. Let me scroll. Let me do this and I'll scroll up. For everybody that just came in, appreciate you guys.
Welcome to the dark side.
Going up.
Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. D Menace is in the building. I see you, guy. Coach Gravy is in the building. Good to see you, Gravy. Blessings to you on today. Hope all is well with you. I'm gonna have to hit you up this week. Or hit you up later on. For sure. Yeah. Matt Marinovich, good to see you in the building. Good to see you. Just Raiders, baby. Hey, you talk. Oh, I gotta go there. He said like 15 to 18 is a brewski. So hey, look, hey, that and that goes to what I was saying, and I'm gonna get to everybody else's comments. This one just popped out. But yeah, you paying $15 to $18 for a brewski, and Tom Brady's getting a little of the Chikuski. You know what I'm saying? Cha-ching, Chikuski. All right. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. So, you know, he got some skin in the game. You know, he ain't just saying stuff just to say stuff. He's like, hey, I need this money to come up. And hey, look, if I was in that position, I'd be doing the same thing. Like, hey, trust me, if I was a minority owner, I'd be like, get rid of him. This dude need to go. Y'all need to go ahead and quit playing. Give him the money. You know what I'm saying? Because I want my investment to pan out. Tell me right now, who's investing and not expecting a return? As much as we invest in these Raiders, that's why everybody's so frustrated. We buying all these hats, buying all these jerseys, you know what I'm saying? We making YouTube channels and investing, you know what I'm saying, to talk about this same team, and we going 4-13. Yeah, that's making some people mad. My investment is not coming back. And that's just in general. You know, when you invest, you always want to get a return. And Tom Brady is in that position. And he's actually allowed to make decisions. Again, as a minority owner, you don't have that much pull in most cases. I'm looking at you guys in the chat. So if you guys see me, if I'm doing this number, that means I'm looking at what you guys got. Because I want your Raider gospel to be heard. Definitely. Hey Marcus, hey, I appreciate you, man. I know you're not a Raider fan. You actually are a Tennessee Titan fan, but hey, you just as good. You just as good with me in my book, dog. You know, and those that are not Raider fans, you're always welcome to come over here. You know what I'm saying? Just be like Marcus Banks. You know what I'm saying? If you behaving like Marcus Banks in the chat, you all good with me. You all good with me. And if you guys got questions about your team, you know what I'm saying, you guys can put those in the chat too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just follow the Raiders as much as I talk about the Raiders, right? But I follow the NFL. So if you got something, you know, a topic that you know, or question that you want to ask about your team, just to kind of get an outside, you know what I'm saying, view, let me know. I'm definitely here to give you not the Raider gospel, but I'll definitely give you some gospel on your team. Detroit God is in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you, my guy. Blessings for coming in. I know the NBA draft is upon us. The NBA draft. I think it's second round of the draft. Yeah, first round was yesterday. Yeah, hey, Marcus. And I think again, for all the factors that I said, it's almost stupid, right? It would be stupid to have all that, you know, all of his knowledge on how a successful organization was ran, or you know what I'm saying, even further, because we know Tom Brady was successful in the NFL, but he was also successful in his business ventures. Okay, there's a lot of things that Tom Brady is making money and investing in that's making a lot of money for himself. So why not? Hey, what you know? Again, it's not like you gotta. Hey, here, I'm giving you everything, but it could just be as simple as, hey, what you think about this? Is it okay if I bounce some ideas off of you? You know what I'm saying? And don't think I'm being cocky in this situation, because I'm really not. But I feel like, you know, some of you guys come to hear what I gotta say, because you guys value my input and my knowledge, or what I'm, you know, what I learned, right? So if you got somebody that you know what I'm saying, he knows what he's talking about, or you know, he's studying, he's putting in that work, why not ask him? You know, perfect example. And I'm gonna put up his you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put up his name. Let me find his name in the chat, because he's in here, or he was in here. Coach Gravy. You know, if I want to know, you know what I'm saying, if I want to know how to keep my beard nice and, you know what I'm saying, nice and lubricated, you know what I'm saying, and how not to keep my beard dry like Kool Kep's jokes, I'm gonna holler at Gravy, because Gravy got some woo wop, you know what I'm saying, that I have the girls saying ooh wee. And he knows about keeping your beard together. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the best on mine. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But if I stay to the Gravy regiment, you know what I'm saying, I might have more girls in this live than, you know what I'm saying, more girls than dudes in this live. But I don't want that attention. You know what I'm saying? I love me some Shirley. You know what I'm saying? And hi Shirley, love you Shirley. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask somebody that got some experience, that specializes in something, right? And Tom Brady has that. He has that. Whether you hate him or love him, you know what I'm saying? Because some of us in Raider Nation hate Brady, and that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta respect. You gotta respect it. Just Raider baby is in the building. Good to see you. Blessings to you on today. Hope all is well. For sure. Deacons, make sure you guys are sharing links to all these content creators that are in here. You guys know who they are. Definitely show them some love. Hey, Detroit guy, you over spitting that gospel. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady as a minority owner is doing better than what Jerry Jones is doing, man. I don't even know what they're doing, but I'm going to tell you this. Hey, Cowboys and Jerry Jones, keep doing what you're doing. We like it. We like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. We like your organization and how you guys are running it. Just keep. We don't want to do it because we can never. You know what I'm saying? We can never get to your guys' status, but you guys keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, hey, them brewskis, dog. Hey, look, I don't drink, you know what I'm saying, for personal reasons, but look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I might I might do like I used to do in Oakland, you know what I'm saying? Get so full, you know what I'm saying? Get to that point where you know what I'm saying? You so full, you know what I mean when I say full. You so full that you just that one, you know what I'm saying? That one those people that have control. You know what I'm saying? You got that if I just drink one more beer, I'm going to be done. Right? So I would do that. I would literally be out to tell, you know what I'm saying? I'll be out there, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you know, that's the Bay in me. But yeah, just to that point where I'm about to, you know, if I take one more drink, right? If I do that, I'm not even making it into the game. But I get right to that level. And usually that'll keep me, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, throughout the whole game. Because I ain't going in, you know what I'm saying, and spending, you know, and that, hey, I'm just telling you, that might be the game. That might be the game for y'all in Vegas. Go ahead. You know, you already spent all that money on that ticket. Go ahead and get your fill. You know what I'm saying? Go over there, Lot J. You know what I'm saying? Get it popping with the black hole in the Raider Nation. You know what I'm saying? And if they treating you right, you know what I'm saying? You got one in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You get rid of that when you walking around. You put it down. Somebody says, "Hey, you want?" You know what I'm saying? You grab, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? You just walk around like Jay and get, you know. Of course, bring your own. You know what I'm saying? But don't just be expecting folks to just give you brewskis. But that's how we do it in the Raider Nation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I see you throwing away that beer. Hey, I ain't drinking what you drinking. You know what I'm saying? I see you with the Corona, but you know what I'm saying? I got some Tecates. You know what I'm saying? I got me some, you know what I'm saying? I got me some Blue Moons. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to drink. Tecate, Blue Moons. You know what I'm saying? I got some Blue Moons. You want one, bruh? You know? And by the time you get to that, you know what I'm saying, where they wanting you down, you doing one of these numbers. But you good enough to get through the building. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get in, you definitely gotta go Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Rip them with one of them good ones. You know what I'm saying? Find your way to the seat. Hopefully somebody can help you get to your seat if if you're on that. And enjoy the game. But that 18-15 for a brewski, yeah, I'm big time pre-gaming at the tailgate. I'm just saying. Yeah, hey, I think you said just as long as Tom Brady isn't the GM like Elway. Uh-huh. Jordan and Gretzky. Hey, those are bad track records. Just saying. Especially Jordan as the GM. God. I think he's in the place where he needs to be. Certain football decisions, you know what I'm saying? Helping pull in guys that maybe are not having their eye on the Raiders, but out of respect to the GOAT that everybody's saying, take an interview. Because again, if I'm a free agent and I'm not really looking at the Raiders, but Tom Brady calls me and says, hey, come get this interview. Who knows what happens in that interview? It could literally be I was not even looking at the Raiders at all. And even when I went to the interview, I was just going to eat the steak. And, you know what I'm saying? Because they usually, if it's a dinner, they usually, most people, they'll have steak. That's one of the common meals that is eaten in an interview. They have the steak and thanks for the steak and get about, right? But if whoever's at the table, you know what I'm saying, Mark Davis, you know what I'm saying, Spike Tech, Tom Brady, whoever's whoever is really talking, maybe Pete Carroll is at the table. If they mouthpiece is right, if they talking that good game, who knows who they pulled in? Because that person sat down at the interview. They took the interview. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that can open up for somebody like, hey, I wasn't looking at the Raiders, but when Pete Carroll started talking to me over dinner, this might be where I want to, plant my flag, call it home for a couple of years or whatever, right? So yeah, I think, and that's what I like too, Matt Marinovich. As you see, everybody in their role. Everybody's playing their role, whatever the role may be, right? Everybody was talking about Chip Kelly in this offense, right? And, everybody has said, as long as Chip Kelly is not the head coach and being an offense coordinator, we're good. He's in his role. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Spy Tech and Pete Carroll, they really didn't know each other, but they're getting to know each other and they're working. It seems like they're working well together. Right? So, but that's it. They putting people in the right places and making sure that they get it right and get it done. Yep. Yes, Raider baby know about the tall boy. Yeah, he did. And we don't know, his intentions for Cam Miller. Cam Miller, hey, who knows? He might be he might be that sleeper, that becomes the franchise guy. But I do believe that Tom Brady has also, considered like, hey, Cam may not be the starter, but he'll be a really good, he'll be that good backup, in a year or two. And he'll still be under cheap labor, which I call the rookie contract, which I call cheap labor. So there's a lot. There's a lot there for the possibilities of Cam Miller. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think the contract might have been what it is, and I think for me, I think it's fine. I really do. Because again, it's only 2 years. It's only 2 years. Raider Ben is in the building. Good to see you. Blessings to you. Hope all is well. Thanks for coming in. D-Minute said hit that like button. Definitely. Double tap the screen. Hey, Ben said 2. You know what I'm saying? He said 2 on the Geno Smith. You know what I'm saying? Being the better vet. Being the better vet. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was a quarterback, I would be like, hey, my choice would be Marcus Banks said 2. If I chose somebody to teach me the game, I would want to know from Geno. Okay? I would definitely learn from Geno. Matt Marinovich said, I'll take Geno. In an instant. And that's it. That's it. Yep. Hey, Matt Marinovich, I talked about it earlier. You know what I'm saying? I didn't break the entire roster down, but Minnesota, especially on the offense side, they were solid. And then they had the Kevin O'Connell. Why I want to say Matt O'Connell? That's probably somebody else. Kevin O'Connell, and he was whipping some plays up. You know what I'm saying? He was whipping some plays up for him. Yeah, hey, the Detroit Lions had they rough years, and I think Ben Johnson again was a reason why they were successful on their offensive side of the ball. That's why you saw Ben Johnson go, and I think their defensive coordinator also found a job. Jeff is in the building. Good to see you, Jeff. Hope all is well with you, sir. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Yeah, hey, Detroit knows about knows about the Lions, you know what I'm saying? He knows about the Lions. Obviously, he's Detroit God. Coach Gravy link is in the chat. Appreciate you guys doing that. Hey, Detroit, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. Go to the liquor, take that 50 back in the day, go ahead and take that 15 and make it work at the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? And get it before the game. I know one of my I ain't gonna put his name out there, but someone I used to you used to hang out with, you know what I'm saying? He would get the tall cans, you know what I'm saying? Those that know, you know what I'm saying, when I say it, y'all know what it is. If you know, you know that 3 for $5, you know what I'm saying, that 3 for $5, you know what I'm saying? He got here for 3 for $5 and he would say, "Hey, all I need is a 3 for $5." You know what I'm saying? And remember, when he's saying the 3 for $5, he talking about 3 for himself. Because one time I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Yeah, you going 3 for $5? Let me go. I just need one." He's like, "No, dog, you want to get your own." Because all I really wanted was just one. I was like, "Man, I just need one. I'm good. I ain't really trying to go too hard today." You know what I'm saying? Just give me one of your 3. He's like, "Nah. No, all 3 is mine." And he literally, you know what I'm saying, cranked it back before we got in the stadium. You know what I'm saying? But that 3 for $5, I don't even know how much it is now. It's probably like, I don't know what the price is on the 3 for those that know what the 3 for $5 is. What is the inflation on the 3 for $5? Billy Davis is in the building. Good to see you, Billy. We talking about this Tom Brady effect. You know what I'm saying? Do we agree with it or do we not? I like what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I like what we doing so much that I want to do this.
Yeah, no, I can definitely help you out with that. Anything else? No? Just always remember, go Raiders.
Yes, sir. Hey, Detroit, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? The players love, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, the players like to play for Pete Carroll. They like that old dude. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna hold no punches. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you like it is. If you suck, you suck. You know what I'm saying? He gonna coach you. But if you can't, if you can't get it together on his timeline, you're gonna be sitting the pine. Hey, Marcus Banks, you ain't never lied. One of them, so cold that your hand be like, "Oh dang," you know what I'm saying? It catch you a little bit when you first grab it. Like, "Oh, let me get this." You know what I'm saying? Not to the point where it starts, because sometimes you freeze them so much it like turns into a slush. Just right before it starts slushing. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. I think. Let me see. Yes, sir. Hey, look. We talking about this Tom Brady thing, and I want you guys, and I'm gonna say this again because I need this to just be on tape. Let me know what you guys really think about this Tom Brady effect of what he has done. If you're watching this on replay, definitely I want to look and see what you guys got. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your Raider gospel on this topic. And specifically the Sam Darnold, you know, because I know a lot of people was excited about trying to get Sam Darnold here, and I was like, he doesn't have enough on tape for me to really be that excited about him. And in comparison, to Geno Smith, I think we got the better quarterback. Whether you like the contract or not, I think we got the better quarterback. All right. Hey, you guys know what I need for you guys to do? I need you guys to consider being an organ donor. All right. Go ahead and consider being an organ donor. That is always in the description section of all my videos and all my lives. Okay. It means a whole lot to me if you guys consider being an organ donor. It's all my videos and all my lives. And that's what we do here at Raider Twuan. Again, hit that subscribe button. Be a part of the 500 subscribers. Okay? Be a part of that first 500. You know what I'm saying? My day one's right there in the 500. Definitely hit that subscribe button. It's completely free to do. Also, here at Raider Twuan, we don't have super chats, but if you are interested in being a financial support to the channel, which ultimately goes back into the channel, this is how you're able to do that. Cash App and Venmo. Okay, Cash App and Venmo, right there. Cash App $Twuan, TWUAN. And then the Venmo is at TwanTwan, TWUAN, along with the TWUAN. TWUAN is my IG. Along with that, that's also my Twitter and X. So if you want to find me on Instagram or if you want to find me on Twitter, it is at TwanTwan. Okay. At TwanTwan is also how if you are in need of prayer for you or your family members, hit me up there at IG. TwanTwan, TWUAN, TWUAN. Your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put your business out there in the street. You ain't got to worry about it. Hit me up on IG so I can be in prayer for whatever's going on in your life. And if you are looking for some morning reading, scripture reading, motivational, just kind of uplift, something positive, in the morning to get you going, this is available to you. Definitely hit up, text the word connect. Okay. Text the word connect to area code 510-345-1660. Okay. Text the word connect. This is regular text message. Okay. Text the word connect. Text connect to 510-345-1660. Okay. That is definitely available to you. So definitely you guys be a part of that. Get it active. Whatever works for you. You guys don't have to do the motivational text or, you don't have to do the prayer, but I'm extending that to everybody in the nation. If you're just interested or curious about it, go ahead and check it out. And again, like I said, the organ donor. Again, if you're interested in that information, that's down in the description of all my videos and my lives. You guys, thanks for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Before you guys leave, if you guys have not, go ahead and hit that like button.
Fucking Stizan. Twuan, hey, Twuan, hit that like button. Why? Because I like you.
And don't forget to subscribe. All right? Quit playing with yourself. Go ahead and subscribe. And remember, you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go, Raiders.
What up, hello?
Today is a day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Matt, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John can pursue his dreams. To Raider Twuan and a tribute to John Madden and Al Davis. We declare that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.
Hey, Raider Twuan here. You must watch one of my videos or lives. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and it's right there. Or if you want to watch one of my videos, watch it right there. And let's go. Raiders.